talk to this family.
Nikki and her husband, yeah.
Nikki, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Good. So tell us the whole story, how you decided to both quit work and travel all around the world, and what, I guess, part of your life did you decide to go do that?
So it's something that I've been thinking about for probably 8 to 10 years. I'm not sure where I originally got the idea, but I thought, I've been working in the corporate world for about 10 years, and I was kind of going through the same routine, PowerPoint presentations, Excel spreadsheets, all of that. And I thought, the value of experiences is much greater than the value of 1 year's salary. And when I met my husband, Dave, and talked to him about this idea, he was on board. So we started making plans to quit our jobs and travel the world for a year. So we're just taking a sabbatical. We plan to go back to work when we return, potentially start a business on our own, maybe go back to our old jobs. But yeah, we did some really interesting strategic planning as we were planning our wedding to help us with our travel. We did a lot of points hacking where we signed up for different credit cards and used those cards to pay for portions of the wedding, paying them off right away. But we got different introductory offers with various point offerings. We got over 450,000 miles of airline miles.
Oh, wow.
So a flight pretty much free. Yeah. Eric, I was actually looking, if you're going to Ireland, it costs 60,000 miles per person. So you in Boston could each sign up for these 2 credit cards and use them to pay for your wedding, and you could save $2,600.
Okay,
so
let's
anyway,
talk about that later.
Wow.
I'm serious. I need some details.
Wow. So, okay, where are you right now?
We are in Chiang Mai, Thailand right now.
And of all you have done, all your experiences, what have you liked the most, enjoyed the most?
Oh, gosh, I have to say New Zealand was absolutely amazing. So we drove around New Zealand in a camper van for 2 months. We did the bungee jumping in New Zealand. I think my favorite thing that we did in New Zealand was actually getting to hike on a glacier. We went down into some glacier caves where the water, the density in the ice is so, I guess there's no air molecule, so the ice looks like this really bright blue color. It was just breathtakingly beautiful. Tomorrow, we're going to an elephant nursery, and we're going to be walking elephants and bathing elephants, so that should be fun, too. So
You said that some people, you said some of your family, they were not as supportive. I think this is a dream come true doing that, but who's not supportive of what you guys are doing?
Everyone is supportive now. I think at first people just had some questions. My father, for one, said, please reconsider. You have a good job. I don't know why you'd want to quit your job. I think sometimes the older generation is just used to a more conservative approach where if things are good with your career, why would you take the risk and walk away from it? Whereas, the way Dave and I look at this is, there's an opportunity for growth and development. The two of us can learn a lot of things together and build a really strong, solid foundation for our marriage and learn things around the world so that when we have a family of our own, we can kind of create whatever culture we want for our family based on our experiences. So my dad is now okay with the trip, but initially he asked us on a few different occasions to reconsider. But It went in one ear, out the other.
Have you found, a spiritual connection, closer to God, or found whatever it is that you worship? Have you been closer to that?
Yeah, that's something that we are exploring as we travel. So we're right now in Thailand. The culture here is Buddhist. And so there are Buddhist monks walking around. We're going to all of these different temples.
Did they wear underwear?
I didn't look up the skirt. The arms dressed.
Just asking. I've always wondered that. Go ahead.
I'll have a chance to ask them, though. They have these at the temples, they have this monk chat time where you can go between certain hours of the day and sit down and actually talk to a monk. We haven't done that yet, so Bob, I'm going to get you an answer to your question.
Yeah.
How
I would go commando if it was me.
Oh, yeah. Every chance I got.
We should keep up with them, though, because how often are you in different places? How long do you stay in one location?
So typically we don't stay in one location for more than a week. I mean, we were in New Zealand for a total of 2 months, but that was the North Island and the South Island, so we were on the move quite a bit. We've been in Chiang Mai now for a week, and we're moving on to some different areas of Thailand, and then we'll go to Laos and Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, Bali, and then over to Europe for a bit, and then Africa for a bit. So yeah, we've got a blog. Feel free to follow along. It's worldwidewimers.com, and Wimers is W-E-I-M, like Michael E-R-S, worldwidewimers.com. We have a Facebook page and Instagram and all of that. So, our goal is to obviously keep our friends and family up to date on where we are and what we're doing, but also, as we learn about different travel tips, to post those online as well. So if there's anyone out there that dreams of doing something like this, they can realize that dreams can become a reality.
What's the strangest food you've ever eaten?
Oh, strangest food. Well, they were selling fried scorpions on sticks.
Wow. Did you eat
in Bangkok. I did not.
Was that at a fair?
Was it big?
Listen, I am just that. I like the U.S. and so if I had to go travel, I would just be all over the U.S. But that is something that I've always wanted to do, and so I wanted to have the balls to do that, and just quit your jobs, and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I think it'll change your life forever. And I think it's a great thing. People should do more of that. I really do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And, there's a financial strategy behind it as well. We're planning, now that 2015, obviously, our income is nothing. So we will be in a very low tax bracket when we do our taxes this time next year.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take advantage of that and move some money from a traditional IRA savings account or retirement account to a Roth IRA. And you pay taxes on the money that you move over at that very low income tax bracket. And then 30 years from now, when we take that money out when we're retired, it's tax-free. So we've run some numbers, and basically we can offset our 1 year of lost salary by the money that we save in taxes, assuming we live to the age of 65. So we see it as a win-win.
Would you allow visitors, like if I were to fly to Italy or something, can we team up and backpack together or something?
Absolutely. Come on. Anyone can come meet us anywhere in the world, and if people have connections somewhere in the world, send us their contact information. We love to meet people as we travel. That's honestly been the best thing about the travel so far is the different people that we've met. We've been, some families in New Zealand took us in and fed us and gave us shelter for, I think, 3 days after knowing us for maybe 4 hours.
Wow, that's amazing.
People are just really giving and friendly and trusting, and it's amazing how safe the world really is. Sometimes the media portrays it as dangerous, but we're finding that, I think Durham can be more dangerous than some of the places.
Bob and the Showgram.